All right, well, if you're watching this video, first and foremost, we'd like to thank you for your heart to serve. Now, in this video, we're going to discuss the offering message as a part of our service here in Journey Church. At the heart of the offering is really all about worshiping God, and that's reflected through the obedience and the generosity in spirit with the offering. Now, just as with an altar message, for example, this should be a 2 to 3 minute message focused around one central point. Either one personal story or one scripture that is going to stir in people's hearts the understanding of, again, the obedience to God, the worship God through their tithes and offerings. Now, just to emphasize again, one of the things that's so important about the offering message is the transition. When you come up on stage, the energy that the last worship song just ended with should be, your energy coming up here should be a direct reflection of that. You want to carry whatever energy and momentum already exists. You don't want to kill it. You want to just meet it where it is and continue. So you come up, and if it's a upbeat time and it was a high energy song, you want to come up clapping your hands and excited because that song, that particular part of worship just ended, but that's going to transition into another opportunity to worship and take that excitement and that energy from the song and convey that out to everyone to maintain that level of excitement and the opportunity they have to worship through the offering. On the other hand, if it's a quiet and solemn moment, you want to come up and possibly come up in prayer and just kind of pray over what's going on, bless the offering and the opportunity to worship that way at a more solemn moment. And then after either one of those points is when you would bring in the scripture or your personal story. And then again at the end, you always want to direct their attention to the video for the upcoming announcements for the week. A few key points to remember with an offering message. Number one, make sure during the week that you do seek God for guidance, that you plan, that you pray, and that you're prepared and ready to go. Number two, if during the week when you receive the request on Planning Center to deliver an offering message, every once in a while there will be an opportunity where the church is really pushing for one specific focus with the offerings. And what we need you to do is, if you're asked to follow a certain theme, please respect that, and while you're up here, deliver that one point, deliver your main point around that theme. Number three, when you have a point, make it one point and deliver it strong, and make sure it's actionable so people know that they can focus on what you're saying and that the message is delivered concisely. Now, in this video, we've discussed the different aspects of the service roles and how important they are. And one thing we do want to point out is how important it is that you honor the different stipulations that we have set forward, mainly being the time constraints. Each aspect of the service is specifically structured around a certain time. Whether it be the speaker's time to present, the worship songs, and even children's church, they all focus with certain time constraints. And if any one of those roles goes long, then it actually creates a negative ripple effect on every other aspect of the service. So if you come up to deliver a message and you feel spirit-led and it happens every once in a while and you go a little long, then if it's spirit-led, it's going to be awesome. But if it's something that happens every time you get up, the first thing that we would do would be to try and coach through that. We want you to succeed, we want this to work, and we will do everything we can to help you. But if it continues beyond the coaching, you will not be asked back to participate in these roles of the service. The last few points to remember, number one is if you are scheduled, it is imperative that you're here 15 minutes early and that we have a meeting in the green room. During that time, you'll have an opportunity to meet with everyone else who's involved in service that weekend, and if there's any last-minute changes or announcements, they'll be discussed in that meeting. The other thing is, if you are scheduled for Sunday and you have volunteered for Sunday, we do ask that you are here for both services. That doesn't mean you have to stay for the duration of the second service. It just means that until your service role is completed, we would ask that you would be here for both services. Again, we just want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your heart to serve. We hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested, you'd like to learn more information, just check out our website at www.journeyuniversity.org.